Hello everyone, it's Miss Frozen again. Mr. Frozen feel like it's a Mrs. Frozen night, so we're gonna go ahead and do a Miss Frozen takeover again. This is the first time I'm going on TikTok for Mr. Frozen. So, hello everyone! This is where I take over for streaming night. And today I'm doing a first impression for this one game that my friend had requested I do. So it's called Doki Doki Literature Club. So if anyone has sensitivity to certain things in life, like mentions of suicide or anything like that, mental health, this is probably not the stream for you tonight. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and check this game out. So once again, it's called Doki Doki Literature Club. I guess it's kind of like a dating sim game. So again, this game is a request from one of my friends. Here we go. Alright. Against individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. So once again, anyone who is on this stream or watching this video, this is probably not the stream or the video for you tonight. So just remember, always take good care of yourself, self-care, take a time to yourself, whatever. Just make sure your mental health is always in check for yourself. If you have any problems, always make sure you go and seek your professional help. Alright. So I have to say, yes, I'm over the age of 13 and I consent myself to exposure of highly disturbing content. This game is not suitable for children. Oh, how cute! Alright. Can we... I want to do full screen. Oh no. Hey! Alright. So one of those weirdos who don't like slow speed. Okay. We'll start a new game. Let's go ahead and just type. Yay! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You always say things you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Mrs. Frozen. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But did you wait for me after all? Oh, sorry. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, sorry. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Mrs. Frozen, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along whatever she's going on about. Saori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I was worried that you wouldn't get to learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why'd I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Saori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with an anime club. Hello? Saori? Saori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you would come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Saori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I ever was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I am 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after all, the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Oh no, what happened to my... It disappeared. My game disappeared. 1 second, guys. Alright, I figured out what happened. There we go. Alright, sorry about that, guys. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you even care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I'd bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Saori is really that much of an airhead, or so she has cunning as she planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sari across the school and upstairs and section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you not to call me new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sari always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Miss Frozen, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Other words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sari. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sari says quietly into my ear and then turned back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sari and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. The both of you. It sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Miss Frozen. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we'd rather talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Miss Frozen. I made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sari mentioned, it is widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sari. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the counter of the room where Natsuki grabbed a wrapped tray and Yuri opened the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sari. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woohoo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea that you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sari grabbed one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sari walked with her mouth full and already had managed to go get icing on her face. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sorry, said. Well, maybe. But not for, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissive conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, excuse me. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't feel embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but argument about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put that away. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when there is something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you... Conceive. Yeah, that was great. That's a great mistake to read. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. So I'm just gonna warn everyone right now, I'm not the greatest reader when reading out loud. If you don't believe me, you can even ask Mr. Frozen when he comes back on live. You can ask him, how well does Mrs. Frozen read out loud? He'd probably tell you, not that great. Which is why I stick with children's books. Alright. Excuse me. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow to this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Mrs. Frozen, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. True, man. I haven't. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking, and Natsuki's head suddenly perked up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds comfort in the worlds of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror book once. Desperately grasping something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. From someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or take me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darts over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you're working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sorry, sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some of them sometime? No. Natsuki's avert her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that kind of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I really wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzical at Monika. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. But the next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Mrs. Frozen? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, hold on. There's one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Mrs. Frozen, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sari wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then let's make it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monika looks over at me once more. Mrs. Frozen, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuri clean up their food. Hey, Miss Frozen, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sari and I never walk home together anymore because she stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Excuse me. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Oh man. Sari, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Only one? Sorry, that was a little greedy. Alright. I'll just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Now it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whomever likes your poem the most. Alright. Alright, let's see. Contamination. Okay. Entropy. Oh my god. Empathy? And trophy. Entropy. 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 I'm not even gonna bother. That word. Hopeless. Poof. Play. heartbeat, chocolate, sadness, contamination, headphones, vibrant. I should feel like I should know what the first word is. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Alright. Oh, hey! How's it going? Who do I want to impress? I don't know. I figured what I'll do is I'll just do something like I personally would write, and then I want to see who I actually impress. I think that would be pretty funny. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. So, So I just pick... kinda want to roll a die. Let's see. Maybe... vibrant. And... yeah. Oh, watch who hops when you pick a word. That's kind of cute. Okay, so what word I pick, one of these two will jump, and then they'll be one of their favorite words. That's cute. Ah, I see. You know, when you suggested this game, Rallis, it's just this game is too cute. You want me to call me? You want me to call you? Okay, I can do that. Yeah, because I'm really bad at reading words. Let's do fantasy. That word. And that word. Ooh, vertigo. Crimson. Infallible, whatever. Variance. At least I can read variance. Can you, atone? Atone. Forgive. I don't think I like it. tone. Extraordinary. Starscape. Wrath. Toki Toki. Sticky. Eternity. Warren. Tragedy. I love that word, tragedy. Secretive? Secretive? Frightening? Incapable to be wrong. Oh, that's definitely wrong about me. I'm very capable to be wrong. Graveyard. I like graveyards. Okay, let's see. Hi again, Miss Frozen. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. It was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Miss Frozen. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserved any slack. Sire tells me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you don't get to see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki found herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Oh, I agree, Natsuki. I agree. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plopped back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Miss Frozen always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy and is distracting. To be honest, I'm like the worst person. Every else in my house will be like clean, but my room will not be. And you almost set your house on fire once. That's so... You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Miss Frozen can be good friends too. Sorry. As usual, Sorry seems oblivious to the weird situations that she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sorry. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's nothing real. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry I made it sound like it's a big deal when it really is not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't even thinking. I guess this means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't even worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't even make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reached into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might like, that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't really usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How Is a Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick up kick off some scheduled events for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. I was focused, then probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I just wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Oh, Yuri likes me. I have a feeling about that too. Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closed the book and scanned her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from the human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who she trusts. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mrs. Frozen? Oh no. What happened? Okay. We're good. Return. No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of things, so don't worry. I actually really enjoy those. They had a 2-for-1 deal. Yeah, definitely a 2-for-1 deal. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kind of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be naive ones for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm not rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel that I should let you know that I have this problem. That when I let when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to I don't think you need to worry. It just means that you're passionate about reading. That's the least I can do. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right. Is it fine I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seemed a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I opened the book and started the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company, as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye, and I realize she's not usually looking at her own book. I glanced over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Jesus. Oh, sorry, I'm still sick. But man, that's great. Oh. She had to read from my book? Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I really don't mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it was up against Yuri's, and then I hold my book more between the two of them. Excuse me. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closed her own copy. Once we leaned in a little bit, our shoulders were almost touching. Aww, they were almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it more difficult to turn the page. Here. I think I like this game. Oh, this is great. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it and flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Oh, girl after my own heart. This is a girl after my own heart. This kind of reminds me of my husband. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri is no longer asked me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continued the first chapter in silence. So even turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh, what? What? You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's a bit more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Oh no. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I could see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminisce in some of your mannerisms. Yeah, I see that. I apologize a lot too. That's why I said this is kind of reminding me of my husband a little bit. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Miss Frozen, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh no! Oh no! That's so embarrassing that you think of that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that it's kind of cute. Oh no. Wait, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's time that we all share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, sparing from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't have too much preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I've left in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pulled out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf paper torn from a spiral notebook. Why do I see that actually being something she would do? On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition book. I can already see that Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. So she's like, gotta make it perfect all the way through and through sort of kind of girl. Got it. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Yay, poem time! Alright. Who should I show my poem first? It's in Braille too. Oh no. Wait, Monica, don't. Alright, I'm gonna show it to Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday, and it's probably only fair that I share mine with her first. Okay. Mrs. Frozen, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? Would you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe not a very good, but yeah, I did put effort. We all have to start somewhere, right? True. If you're proud of the first poem, if you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what, to improve, but you're better off trying again. Fair enough. Well, each to their own, I guess. Anyways, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you probably think it's stupid. Alright. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. What is this? This is great. Oh, man. I thought she was supposed to be a poet. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Yeah, I see that. She just writes about cute things. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Damn it. Oh, man. Called out. I got called out. Okay. But this isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really disheartening. Wait, what? Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for rhyme at the end, but then it fall flat on purpose. Or you just... Okay, Natsuki, okay. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor with that last comment. I really don't care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger by the toe. If she hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. Yuri's next. As Yuri reads the poems, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What's that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth and then end up covering her whole face. I snagged one. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Of course it has to be a girl named Yuri, right? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You use your imaginary and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then look at my poems again. Well, I know that. I mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traced her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that usually typical of new writers. It has been through that myself I kind of learned to pick up on them. I mean, the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and then form fit the two together. And the end result is that the both styles and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that is something you can be That's nothing you. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Bias? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiled dreamily as if it was a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Alright. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flickered back. Oh, I like that poem. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a really, really good one. I really like that poem, actually. That's a really good written poem. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Actually, it's really pretty handwriting. Whoever decided to use that handwriting for her is, like, perfect. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Actually, I love the poem. That was a really good one. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Oh my god. Girl after my own heart. I write really long poems too. Sometimes I write like 10-page poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. You know, if anything, this is probably actually me. Am I playing my husband? And this is the person me? Oh my goodness. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Miss Frozen. Really. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do a lot more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolic compared to a ghost. my nose. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And I soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it away. I haven't even thought about that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I probably can learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Huh. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Miss Frozen. Ah, me too. Yeah, see, it started out with me writing it for English class in, I think was it middle school? No, it was my freshman year. I got really into writing, and then after that, we had creative writing classes, one of the extracurricular classes for English. So I did that too, and then I also did journalism. And so yeah. So the only thing I did not like about English was the research paper, especially when they said, oh, you have to revise this and revise that, and it was just not something I was really into, you know? Like, once it's done, it's like written once, it's done. It's done. There's nothing extra to add on to it. Alright, you know. Alright. I wish I had a die. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Alright, you know what, just for shits and giggles, let's do Sorry, and then we'll do Monica last. This is a good poem, Miss Frozen. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who should be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me that how much you really are part of a club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, like I said before, Miss Frozen, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, it's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sorry. I'm not sure if Sorry sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It was going good. It was going good. And then she had to write, I want breakfast. She must have been really hungry. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait till this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how do I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Oh my god, why? Maybe she's me in this game. Oh my god. Even though you were late to school. Shit. It's bad to skip breakfast. I can't eat more. This girl. I get all cranky. Oh no. Oh no. I think this is me. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Did you see the egg yolk spoon? No, I did not. Is there a way to go back and see it? Oh no! Dang it, I missed it! Ah! Monica's the best. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright. So I'll start paying attention more about the papers and stuff on their poems. Monica. Excuse me. Hi, Miss Frozen. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, have you ever had any suggestion for the club? Like new activities or anything, or things that we could do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring these things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm so much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Miss Frozen. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of bear that we'll all get to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Miss Frozen. I was going to say, oh, in my head while I was reading it. It was really metaphorical. My eyeballs. I forgot. There we go. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Kind of wish I would have knew what this poem looked like. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing and full of imaginary and symbolism. And like Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive from their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances, whatever. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri had this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Oh my god, my eye. I might have to take a break and go wash my eye. I forgot to take my makeup off. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of style, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound very confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Looks like it's a little longer. Here we go. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackles protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like the film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Oh my god. Already scorched with permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to read this poem again, and I'm just like, huh? Am I just stupid? I don't understand what this poem's about. Is this, hold on. It couldn't have been me. So it's not, okay, so it can't be a literal hole in the wall. Okay. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. So what do you think? It's very freeforming, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the really right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, it's kind of a style that got pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, use your brain. Get too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get some down on paper and then tidy up later. Another way to think about it, is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait. Let's see. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room, a little more stressed than anticipated, as if everyone is judging me for my own mediocre writing abilities. And even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Saria and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki, and they gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in Tintium, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh no, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returned to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How could it be cute? What the... I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who really liked it. She does not take criticism very well, does she? Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Miss Frozen did too. And so based on that, I'd gladly to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Miss Frozen liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, no! That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Miss Frozen appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. No. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yes, it does. It fits so perfectly well. This music is awesome. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Miss Frozen started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned to me as if I noticed I was standing there. Mrs. Frozen, she just was trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate a simple writing as more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted to no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Miss Frozen. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limited to yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Miss Frozen? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they probably think more highly about me. No! Oh, no! Okay. I'm gonna call for Sayuri's help because I don't know what to do. Yeah. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I couldn't bring myself to say anything to her. Sorry! Huh? Yeah. Everyone is fighting and making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Miss Frozen? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into the conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just wanted everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings just with a few words. And Yuri poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong about that. And Yuri boob is and Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Oh my god. No. This is bad. Sorry. Sorry sets up triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bit of wild expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is the vice president. I wish you were to Monika. She turns in a nod. To be honest, I may come off as a good leader, but I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Oh no! There you go. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get a chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay, so the main character that I'm playing actually likes Monika a little bit. So he's kind of a little biased compared to the other girl, so, you know, he's biased towards her. That's what I'm guessing. Okay. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it's worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Miss Frozen, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh no! We're gonna make another poem. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Dude, do I even get to see this poems, apparently, right? I did learn a little bit more of the kind of poems everyone likes. Yeah, more poems. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Miss Frozen, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I see them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Miss Frozen, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiness. Oh, so all these girls like me is what I'm guessing. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun! It looks like Sayori hasn't got caught into this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what happens in what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna take a short break. Be right back. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Small. Had to take that quick break there. Alright. Alright, so we're making another poem. We're on day 2. And we really had impressed Yuri the last time. Alright, so... Hmm. 20 words this time. Broken. Rain cloud. Question. Romance. Breathe. Infinite. Oh my goodness. Heart. Rainbow. Starscape. Oh, bubbles. Time. Giggle. Unrequited. Strawberry. Imagination. Waterfall. Universe. Anime. Kawaii. Kitty. Alright, let's see. I have a feeling I did Yuri again without meaning to. Another day passes and it's time for a club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here in the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Miss Frozen. Yo, sorry. It looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being here in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, sorry? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sorry, nervous to retrieve her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and let its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, sorry. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't even notice that she was listening in. Her face is always in a book. Her face is in a book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just saying, it was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Miss Frozen let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, sorry. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling the mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way that you can think of that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. And I said it once, and now I can't say it again. Retribution. Whatever. That. Still coming from you, sorry. I guess there's a little devil inside of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sari knows exactly what she's doing. And after all, she told you she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki in making them. Come on. Give me more credit than that, Sari. Pwap! Did she get slapped? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sari in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Retribution. Thank you! That was... a cookie! Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sari glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution! Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sari hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sari rapidly tears open the wrapper, and takes a big bite. So good. Sari suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine, I'm still really happy that you shared this one with me. Sari gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in her hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sari off her. Sari suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sari trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sari? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She probably has a more desirable... she's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Fuck. She got oatmeal raisin. I never understood why everyone thinks that oatmeal raisin's the worst cookie. In my opinion, I think the macadamia nut ones are the worst. But again, I don't like macadamia nuts at all, so... Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica choose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. And to be honest, I kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just started recently. I've always wanted to learn to play piano. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Miss Frozen. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to add any pressure or anything like that. Oh. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave Sari's mischief skepity. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sari somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I can always read some of the book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sari's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to go to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. Excuse me. My brain died for some reason on that word. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is about. The problem is the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way to showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative mind. Excuse me. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do things to speak their creative minds. What's this? Sari is taking this really seriously. It's weird to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Yeah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. I guess that's why you suggest it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is. I'm hungry. Well, we'll still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sari is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sari can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but to wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa, she's like right up on my face. Whoa, I opened my eyes to see Sari's face filled my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say it, don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, sorry. That's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry. It's written all over you. Huh? Sorry glanced around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sari's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's much more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Oh my god. I tried to wipe the stain with my finger. But nobody would have ever noticed that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And if you didn't even keep your blazer buttoned up? Seriously sorry. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start brightening her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, this is intimate looking. This is so funny. Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Huh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Oh my god. Even if you button it, you wouldn't even have noticed it sooner that it didn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger then. Jeez. Oh, man. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it seem strange to see Sari's blazers button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sari hastily unbuttoned her blazer once more. That's so much better. Sari puts her arms out and twirls around. So I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, if you just focus on waking up a little bit earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we're really gonna take better care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Oh my goodness. Look at it. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So you better should come wake me up in the morning. Oh, wait, she said that. So you better come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, sorry. I was just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Miss Frozen, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sari still trots away to retrieve her poem. Excuse me. I'm just gonna randomly pick. And I'm not even looking. I don't know who I picked. But Yuri! Let's see what you've written for today. This is a pretty good poem, Miss Frozen. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised about how differently everyone writes. So, I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't you feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears? Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you hear or you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader into seeing into your mind. It's very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly handed me her poem. Here you go. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I've noticed the strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we've gotten used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows excitement. The rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Am I the raccoon? Am I the raccoon? Oh my goodness. I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I didn't know if it was my fault, but I can't imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit more closer to my preferred writing style. It uses the poem as a canvas to express the vivid imagery and conveying the emotions through them. Yeah, I could take it at face value, but I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate into their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more of my unusual hobbies. Run away, abort. And those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Oh my god. Does she like crime stuff? Is she into crime stuff? Oh, I gotta know. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Mrs. Frozen? Well, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best that we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Yes and no. Even if it's difficult sometimes. And some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Oh no. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Oh, I didn't even pick anyone. Natsuki! Alright. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. Okay, so it seems like I wrote in more Natsuki style. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, it kind of reminds me of Sari's poem from yesterday. Oh. You think so? Well, yeah, if you kind of been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sari has a type after all. Oh, wait. Sari has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away. Like letting go of a balloon. You could say that we take care of each other. We take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, and I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. And that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me get up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. So what if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anybody. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. Okay. Why? If I had to, okay. If I had to say, if she's like anyone off of Mean Girls, she's Gretchen. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think she really hates spiders. Yeah. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. Oh my god. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I can do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, everyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know any people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid of people find out and make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares about what people like as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem's about unusual hobby of hers. I really didn't get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make others feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not like there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make fun of, who make me feel insecure. And Yuri makes me feel insecure yesterday. But the way that you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I should say so. I think so too. I think Amy is Yuri. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I really want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Sassy. Ah, I get it. Yeah, that'll do it. That'd do it. Alright. Let's do Monica's, and then we'll do Sorry last. Hi again, Miss Frozen. How's writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're implying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. It makes me feel something Sari would like. Is that so? You and Sari are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had that sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sari and I are actually really different. Well, that might be the case. And maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way that she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So it's the kind of vibe I get when you're reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in the case, Sari's writing has gotten a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, each to their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. I can't read very well. A cacophony. Cacophony. Yeah, that's that too. Cosine. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. And then this poem of meaningless. Load me. Oh, is this like computer? Okay, I get it. It's like that emergency thing you see on a TV screen, right? Huh. Load me. Save me. Okay. That's an interesting take. You're more actor than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of the thing I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short. It makes it feel like they're really trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what the poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Was she playing a video game? You never know when you might change your mind or where something unexpected may happen. Oh shit. Just in case that was like a hint. Something may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I just did that because there's like a few games that actually like force close themselves because it was like one of the stupid things about them. I don't know how to explain it. Like it was. Oh no, it's too late for you. Don't even. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Miss Frozen. I love it, especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh, you're too honest sometimes, sorry. No, but really, I really want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sorry. You must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Oh no, don't even. Demi, don't even. Alright, I'm sure Yuri's opinion have a little more constructive than this. Even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure there's parts of it. I think I understand. Oh, she got. Come back. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's Miss Frozen's poem, and that makes it special. Makes it feel extra special. Aww, she's really a homegirl, isn't she? Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sari hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sari. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems, if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by heart. And if it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure how exactly that works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh, why don't you just try giving some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I really don't know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's that word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Gosh. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, sorry. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? Is it? Well, maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Miss Frozen. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Okay, here we go. Let's see what she wrote this time. Oh no. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Like little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. It's actually really good for her. And I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me meet lots of friends. Each bottle is a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my finger goes, like exploring a deep cave covering secrets inside the nooks and crannies. Oh no, wait, brain, back up. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Okay. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically put them from the shelf, one after another, hold them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tiles between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Oh, is this because the girls had a fight the other day? Oh. Okay, so she's not really good when it comes to people having conflicts with each other. Interesting. Oh. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Are you sure? Because that really sounds like that poem was talking about her feelings about what happened yesterday. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. What? What? What do you mean you don't know what you're talking about? Remember that Yuri and oh crap, Natsuki, they were fighting. Like Natsuki talked about Yuri's boobs. It's like the only thing that's stuck to my head. Her big, beautiful. What? It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Excuse me. I have to drink. Alright. Thanks. Yay, water. Yeah, right? I feel like this is the most water I drank. Do I really want to blow my nose? Alright. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even if it helped me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Oh my god, there's the word magic. You gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Saori's always having a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes make it harder for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything good together in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sorry, have been working on posters, and I have designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? But, Monica. Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. You choking? You choking me. Each one of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorry's putting it all in the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry, who's been coloring a poster holding up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? Didn't you already put those posters up? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Okay, ladies. I now got to recruit the members. Step 1, get a gun. Step 2, ask them nicely to join. That's funny. Well, no, it's not a bad idea. I just didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagine Yuri shaking her head in fear. Guys! No, sorry. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to the whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we started the event and each put a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings and being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And those are the reasons why we're on this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And it takes standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem. And I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica had been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with it. Oh, to get it over with. There you go. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at the room, around at everyone else in the room. I guess I really don't have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook at a specific poem that she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. She clear her confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows how to apply emotion behind each line that she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something that she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sari looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thanks. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sari? I'll go next. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called The After Image of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting on so much effort? As Yuri passed the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened to Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into a sharp syllables of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. Must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins in after, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and she rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was so good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of her... Sari hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine that you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sari begins her poem. Somehow it felt like her soft voice was made for a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sari is. It's serene and bittersweet. As if I was to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing come from Sari's voice almost gave it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sari means when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sari finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sari. Even Miss Frozen liked it. I guess that's a good sign. But does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sari. The atmosphere of that poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems didn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where their more gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Miss Frozen. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Miss Frozen lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection when I can read what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite of that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about the lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that you'll prove. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little enthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. It works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The word feels like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finished and everyone applauds. She huffed back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... I guess that is the case. You don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have a good idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all of this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's it for about today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be finished planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up, and there's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Saori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. Yeah, my poems. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Saori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Miss Frozen. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Saori once more, and even though it's been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Saori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sorry, I was spacing out. They're jealous. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're crushing on the only guy that's in the club, and there's, yeah, and the one that's walking home with them, you know what I mean? I can get that. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Saori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh no! I actually will walk with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does that? Why does that thought make me? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. So, smooth, my dude, smooth. That's the way to hide it. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That's nothing to do with what I just said. You admit it. Jeez, there's not even any point of speculating something that would never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I would just like to think about it. It's not long before you wouldn't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sorry. I can't figure out what you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. Oh, I hurt her feelings, didn't I? Oh no. There's a kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. Oh, I'm the shame wizard. The shame wizard. Oh. Alright. Let's see. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. Yeah. Water. Oh god. I know. Shame on me. Shame on me. For shame. For shame. Alright. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Get a girlfriend? Get a girlfriend? Alright. Nature. Skirt. Skirts. Holiday. Meager. Inferno! I like that one. Judgment, laugh, shame, desire, precious, lipstick, whisper. Lipstick? Peace, tears, ambient, nibble, essence, landscape, infallible, bunny, portrait, play, portrait. Bed, party, sweet, grief, time, warm, vivid, prayer. No, that one. Unstable, doki doki. You know, let's just do doki doki. Fireflies, cloud, promise, sunset, peaceful, covet. Haha! I got that word. Oh, this looks like vertigo again. Raindrop. Disaster. Sugar. Mouse. Purification. Anxiety. Silly. Giggle. Boop. Sticky. Rose. Comfort. Journey. Extraordinary. Jumpy. Determination. Variance. Blanket. Whirlwind. Variance. Determination. Comfort. Journey. Rose. Whistle, misery, atone, childhood, starscape, hope, wonderful, that one. Spies. Explode. Secretive. Dazzle. Unrestrained. Disoriented. This is getting harder. You know what? Swimsuit. Horror. Headphones. Death. Sensation. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up the piano. Well, it may not be determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all you. And I'm super happy that all of you are willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you just complaining about it just yesterday? Yes, Natsuki. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kind of delicious food. You sound like a bit like Sari all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You? Of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean of you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Inca. That's great. Monica. I got that. Yeah, that's not how you say my name at all. Monica. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. It does to me. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reaction aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sari's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sari anyways? Oh, there you are. Sari is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walked over to her. Hey, Sari. I waved my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry, don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry about me too much. Oh, you worry too much about me. I'm fine. See? Sorry shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. Is she still hurt from yesterday? If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sari before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sari recently. Since we've been preparing for the festival, they might be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Miss Frozen, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sari lately? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much, but she seemed to be downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica appeared across the room at Sari, who's idly dragging a rubber razor up and down her cheek. Oh, jeez. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Miss Frozen. You can certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Miss Frozen. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sari talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. An extra light, alright. Gimme. What? No way. Sari is always like that. She's always full of sunshine. It's not like any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Miss Frozen. Have you thought about maybe you always see her so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? Hormones activated. I didn't mean to jump into conclusions, so just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Meaningfully. Yeah, I said that right. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sari is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sari and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sighed and sit myself down. I know Sari told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I like to do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. And in any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry that I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your trouble is the only concern of those who are willing to share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a big deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sari. Sorry? Yeah, she seemed she was off a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but to wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? So sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. It's just I don't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have just been friends for a long time. That's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much. Miss Frozen. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sari is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match to what's going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I've noticed her strange behavior today, too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sorry. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends after all. Yuri-san looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. My gaze. Sometimes, a person's mystery is untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware were in you. Glaze in you. Close your blinds when you get home tonight. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel the same way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not really as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do this? Why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. Then she walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, she moves really contrast to speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two going off to? Yuri's going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird that sounds to explain to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell there's something wrong with helping involve Miss Frozen in the club activities? Huh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Miss Frozen. Whoa. Hey. Whoa. Power change. The dynamics of power change between these two. Yuri quickly exits the room and I followed. Yeah. Sounds like Fight Club. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so... irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but... it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. Miss Frozen, how come even when I do feel something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head? Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you can always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah, no. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Oh no! Did I fall for a trap? Uh-oh. Yuri lifts her head. Miss Frozen, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri! I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Miss Frozen, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. It tastes like turtle. Can I have some turtle with my water, please? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize we almost been here for 3 hours. Yuri fetches the teapot and began measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. And I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would be trying to express myself a little bit more. And it turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyways. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Miss Frozen. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Miss Frozen, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. The bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Saori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each one holding half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri is always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand is not hard. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book, I end up in position to make it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Yeah, I see that. We're stuck in her spider web. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. That's because she planned this. She planned this. See, she's not uncomfortable about this. So she wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Or she's just pretending to read because she's already read this chapter. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll just hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Aww. Hold on. Gotta take a moment. How cute. Okay. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my legs. On her leg. On the leg. No. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. And then take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. Oh, you are not gonna feed Yuri, are you? She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I imprudently place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just Yuri looked at me like she needed to confirm what just happened. Miss Frozen, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, I'm not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Oh no. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze, and I notice her chest is rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. And I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parted her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth, and I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Cock blocked! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Miss Frozen, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell was abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily cleaned up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright. So, Demi, go ahead and you get to pick the next one. I'll let you choose which one we read. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Oh no! Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not what I really meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping, and that makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Oh no. Oh no. No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, of course I am. Good. That's all what matters to me. Thank you, Miss Frozen. Sorry. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just let me know if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, so... Jesus Christ. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sorry? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Oh no! So not only did I hurt her feelings yesterday, but this poem had only 3 points for her? Oh my gosh. She must really think I don't like her, like I hate her or something. Before I can say anything else, sorry, cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Oh no. Okay. I will pick Monica. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. I also like to make... It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take a poem. Take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. I feel like you're not getting more comfortable with your style, but the missionary is better than the last one I read. But I'm just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I've noticed that too. And when she's talking about literature, it's like the light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you didn't mean that in the bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much of it to herself, but still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm just kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyways. Monica's kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyways, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search, but I search with a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all have turned away, the legend that all remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the winds cease to blow, I fall, and I fall and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless, but the hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger on the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice, and I have found every answer of which amounts to nothing. But there is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up the gust of wind. A feather. Kind of makes me think she's talking about her mom. I don't know. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that gives the meaning, like gives life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answer, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems that everyone in this club prefer writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. You think you'd know that better than anyone else? You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. If you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. We'll use Yuri last, so we'll get it to Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see that you're going for, but it's just really not my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm trying. So why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Was that more of a compliment to me? Huh? No! Gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, if you just end up scaring me away. Well, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow was connected to my stomach. Oh? Maybe I wouldn't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Haha. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyways, Natsuki held her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. Alright. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonders over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in the sun's beams and hold my hand. Wash away your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's give your memories a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries. Okay, so she repeats that part. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I feel like writing about negative things once, so I'll write something about a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. It's kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with a message later? Well, yeah. It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I did it anyways. I mean, I guess mine end up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's something wrong about doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. Okay. So now, Yuri. Miss Frozen, this is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. And is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Yeah, I guess so. You really did a good job explaining it. I really wanted to give it a try more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appeared sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri smiles sadly. Miss Frozen, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? I guess it's a great time to find a quiet spot to do some reading. In fact, I've always had some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it. But books are full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinker and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Miss Frozen. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and that all I can do with them is read and write. But it isn't until now, and that I started sharing it with you, and that I really understood what it was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's what's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know that I'm a difficult person, Miss Frozen, and I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time, and I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me like everyone else. It's so rare I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. And that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if others don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say that I have at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri put her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. So she's opening up now. That's great. She wants you to like 12 points. I see what she wrote about the beach, huh? Alright, beach. A marvel a million of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface. Under the clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. Beneath the gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. An easiest world to get lost in, is where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes and will gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will it suddenly sends you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. There's that word tendrils again. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to the road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return earth forevermore. Nice poem. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose it's better compared to the differences in our writing styles or the thought processes. Anyways, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably wanted to show off. It's not like I had a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, no, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three. We're done sharing poems, right? So why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is this me or did you say something strange now? Yeah? Something did sound a bit usual. That's right. You deviate from usual catchphrase when you're addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnant air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only difference here is that Sorry isn't here. Ah, you seem to right. Sorry always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little while she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyways? I thought she went to go pee. Natsuki, show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time that she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sorry. And second, she's kind of avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyways, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone's going to be doing this weekend. I have a feeling that Monica's not going to tell me, is she? I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we'll need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Saori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... guys, can you help me something come up for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, I can even tell. Now, I guess I never gave Saori enough credit. But I can tell things are even getting harder on you when she's not around. That might be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes. She stares at her desk in the focus and started nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyways, that leaves you, Miss Frozen. You're the one who's truly useless. Aha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri had some pretty heavy tests to handle, and it'll probably go a long way if you give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I would really appreciate all of it. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me any choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you like to handle baking on your own. Miss Frozen may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyways? Sounds like more like you're making excuses for Miss Frozen to... What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Miss Frozen to decide where he likes to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really got a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Miss Frozen, are you okay with this? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh man. You know what? I think we found our end game. I'm gonna try to go for Yuri. Alright. Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're gonna say something mean. No. I was just saying. Ugh. So you'd be helping Yuri then, Miss Frozen? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of thinking sort of these things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by making yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's getting a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys ready? Well, excited may not be the right word. I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Excited is not the right word, huh? Do you feel the same way, Miss Frozen? Me? I guess you could say that I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I really don't know why Miss Frozen picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. So, Natsuki's getting a little jealous. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? I'm the one who's acting mature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not really good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already had trouble with words, she was trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. And they begin to understand. Yuri is trying to sound like sorry. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell she was trying to say something Saori would say at the time like this. Because Saori always helped everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it, and I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope everyone sees everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's head out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I started to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door, and they chatted between each other. I turned around. Sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh shit, are we going to exchange numbers? Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? Woohoo! Phone number time! I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. A decision is made, but your fate is sealed. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought it would be... I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. She's coming to my house. Oh, jeez. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, that won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Miss Frozen. I think that we'll make a very productive team. I'm kidding. I don't know if you watch Hey Arnold, but it's like every time over Helga. Don't! Even if you choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any reason that you may have chosen me. You're forgetting that the one reason is the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extreme tension expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. It took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally said that, and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I made my way out to the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots up through the roof, and even though I gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there is no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I get to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it, and I seriously can't wait. Alright, well I do have to go ahead and say goodnight. We'll have to continue this when we come back. Eh? Yes! Oh, you know, yeah. Alright, so when we come back to the next live stream, we'll go ahead and do another part of this and continue where we stopped. And it'll be Yuri coming over to our house on a Sunday. So, thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and be safe and stay warm. Alrighty? Bye-bye. Oh no. You know what's funny? Is I can't find the button. I can't find the button? My button's wrong. Aha! Now I say goodbye. Goodbye. Good night.